Hey there, today I want to answer a question that I've seen come up from a racer. And that question is, should I go for smaller sponsors or should I go for that big wow sponsor? Well, I want to speak to that, and it really, at the very core of this, really depends on where you are on the journey of learning about promotion and being able to get out there. So the very first, before I just answer the question, the first thing to look at is to examine your own platform. How many people are you able to influence when you're promoting things out in the world? So I think we can all look at that situation to say, well, gosh, I don't even have a Facebook page. I don't know, maybe like the 10 people around me at the racetrack. You're probably not set up to ask for $100,000 in sponsorship. I'm just going to be honest. That would mean that every one of those 10 people that you influence would have to spend $10,000 with that particular sponsor in order for them to get any of their money back. So I think that's a very important thing to consider, is taking a look and really examining your own platform. And of course, on this channel, or if you're watching this on my katedillon.com website, there will be lots of videos and lots of blog posts giving you some advice on what you can do and how you can build your platform. The second thing you want to look at is, how is your sponsor aligned with your brand? So it is very possible, when we talk about that possibility of going for that big wow sponsor, let's say you work at a car dealership and your race car could really become an extension of their promotional, having the car right there at the dealership, and it really does, if it really aligns in that particular way where they're able to use this as a sales tool on a very frequent basis, that may open you up to having that larger sponsorship if you have that level of involvement. So really look at what you have to say and who you have to influence and how that aligns with that sponsor that you're thinking about going for. Now, I will tell you that just as a consumer myself, that my expectations vary greatly depending on the amount I'm spending. So for example, if I'm going through a fast food restaurant and I'm paying $5 for a hamburger, I have a far different expectation of that $5 hamburger than I do for the $100 steak that I'm going to Ruth's Chris or something. So I just have entirely different expectations whether I'm going to McDonald's or whether I'm going to a Ruth's Chris steakhouse. The same thing can be said about sponsorship. If I'm spending $50 with you is a lot different than spending $5,000 or $10,000 with you. I'm going to expect a lot more for my money, whereas if you walk away with my $50 and I barely get a bumper sticker, it is what it is kind of where I'm at. But you do that with a bigger chunk of money and we're gonna have an issue. So I think definitely look at what those expectations are going to be and be very clear in what those expectations are from the sponsor side and also what you're going to deliver. Because a really big part of this, I think some people think in their mind, hey, if I got this, if I could just get the big money, if I could just win the lottery, then all of a sudden everything would change and it would be great. And I'm really, really doubtful on that, because truthfully, promotion is a practice. Promotion is much like exercise. I can get all gung-ho about it and go to the gym every day for a week, and then I just kind of fade away from there. And promotion, whether it's on social media or on a website or going to a track or doing events, it is a practice. It's not something that you can just go do and it's done and you move on. It is something that is continual, and you always have to be thinking, what is the next thing or next way that I'm going to promote? You're always thinking about the next post as your posts are going up. And then regardless, what I really want you to take a look at is pick the situation where you're going to be able to return the most amount of value for your potential sponsor. And I always look at the metric of 2 to 10 times the value of the sponsorship. So if you are asking someone, let's say for $1,000, you just definitely want to look at, hey, will I be able to get them $2,000 in sales, somewhere between $2,000 and $10,000 in sales based on the promotion that I'm going to do. And if you can use that as a metric, you'll easily be able to back up and see what you're able to ask for and how much value that you can bring to a potential sponsor. So it really depends on your situation. I hope this is helpful for you. Go ahead and drop in a comment and let me know. Are you going to look for some smaller sponsors where you can practice and continue to build on that? Or are you going to go out there and look for that one big wow sponsor? Well, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the channel. If you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified when I post new videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.